Question for you guys. I got a question for each of you.
Ooh.
Do you believe
In life
that the
after
phone?
love.
Do you believe that the phone is Pandora's box?
I mean, it is bringing trauma to you daily. Daily.
Yeah,
Things
I mean,
you would
the
never
phone,
have heard.
as it represents all that technology, that you can access through the phone. Absolutely, yeah.
Because essentially, you have people like Joseph McMoneagle, who was the first remote viewer for Project Stargate, and you have the telepathy tapes and all this information coming out that we're actually the Ark of the Covenant supposedly being found through remote viewing and out-of-body experience, and literally showing that we have the ability to know things instantaneously and experience things instantaneously. And if you've ever done DMT or psychedelics, that oneness, that feeling that you get when you're tripping balls, all of that interconnectedness, that's our intuition, that's allowing us to feel things. To me, the phone is meant to distract us away from our potential. I'm doing a course with a gentleman named Alabar Jones. He's one of the top exorcists on the planet, and he teaches people essentially skills on how to remote view. And his group has actually run into some of the people at the Monroe Institute and, some of Joseph McMoneagle's crew. And all of that is so real. He always talks about, a story, and he's always, trying to talk about the importance of when you go into the astral and when you actually learn how to direct your thoughts, you actually want to be more careful with your thoughts based off of understanding energies and feelings. All of you have been around a person who gave you a bad vibe. All of you have at one point in time not walked down a dark alley, or when you were out at night felt something maybe and decided to walk a little faster. We all have an inclination for something that makes us do, whether it's our imagination or not, which I believe our imagination is God, Neville Goddard. So again, I think all of it's to distract, because when you have Pandora's box and you have Chat GPT and you have something that's AI telling you whatever you need to know, then why do you need to think for your fucking self?
I agree, dude.
Totally.
Great episode, buddy.
Idiocracy coming down the track.
Yeah, I mean,
really
again, I just think there's going to be two civilizations, and it's going to be big city versus small city. And people are going to move out of the big city who want to live
small
like
city, or like you think rural is just gone? Is that what you're saying? Or you mean like rural versus city?
rural versus
okay.
city. Like,
Gotcha.
you know, these giant cities like Los Angeles, Chicago, New York are going to be hellscapes where you just go there for the energy and the action and the possible hope of opportunity. And then there's going to be the people who live in the small country that don't want anything to do with that, and they're going to have a more proper existence if they don't flood it with drugs. That will be the big problem in the small.
You think that'll happen with colleges too?
I think the biggest death to college will be AI, because AI will take over all those jobs. Those jobs, I mean, everyone's always like blue collar jobs. Nah, dude, the jobs that are going away are the office jobs. Sadly,
creative too.
I mean, dude, there's an AI podcast out there that's people are making big money on. So
you showed us a music video that was amazing.
Like photography, dude, all those jobs. You're seeing now, it's starting at lower levels.
There will always be organic versions that people will enjoy.
Yeah, if you value that, though. But I'm saying it started now with these ads. You see, they're not paying for stock photography anymore. They're just you can tell that it's just a little off, enough now. It won't be soon, but... So if that job, that was kind of like the go-to gig for some like a gig person, a gigging person.
What are hot chicks gonna do now?
Right, exactly. Yeah. That's a whole field. I mean, it's just gonna wipe clean it with a scythe. Just go through different fields.
Fiverr's gonna be gone. Graphic designers, people making thumbnails, all that shit's gone.
All those Mohammeds that we worked with doing image design for us, thumbnails and stuff. Sorry, fellas.
I need to say this,
please.
Energy is the currency of the future.
Authenticity. Yep.
Influence, authenticity, and energy is the currency of the future. It doesn't matter what happens when humans continue to grow and get better and better and better. There was a 5-year-old who just went viral. I don't know if it was just, but it was this I saw the video of America's Got Talent. This 5-year-old's playing drums like he's been playing them for 30 years, and everybody gave him a standing ovation. And it was very interesting what he said he wanted to do with the money if he won. He said he wanted to give it back to all the homeless. And I feel like the meek are inheriting the earth. I feel like the righteous are inheriting the earth. Sci-fi was also a card in this book and in this game. Sci-fi, to me, has been used to pre-program society to dismiss realities that actually are as not real or inauthentic, when literally our imagination creates. So if that's the case, to me, the biggest sci-fi hits of all time can reflect what reality actually is. That would mean Star Wars or The Lord of the Rings are actual examples of potential reality. Hollow or inner earth is a real theory. So if all of this is real, they want to distract you with the phones to make you a part of the AI and dependent on external energy, henceforth, Attack of the Clones, the drone wars, right? All of that, the Clone Wars, whatever.
Yeah.
And now you're either going to decide to tap in and unlock your full potential and see that you're one with Source. And the more one you become with Source, the more powerful you become. Or you go extinct because you never learned how to unlock the power that was within you and learn that the all is mind and consciousness creates. They say the word of God was with God, or the word was with him. The word of God was God. They talk about God being the word. I believe that life is simply the narrative and the dialogue that you have with yourself that no one else can hear. That's what I truly believe. And Think and Grow Rich also has this thing called autosuggestion. Napoleon Hill. Autosuggestion is real. Your brain is the ultimate program. Your gut is actually more powerful than your brain. That's why they say you should trust your gut. That's why gut health is now being focused on more than ever before, because people are realizing how powerful it is to heal the gut. What's the metaphor there? Maybe to trust your instincts? How many people don't believe in themselves enough to actually trust in their instincts? That's the war on humanity. You don't even have enough will or desire in you. They've killed the desire in you that is literally your life force to manifest and create in this world, to go out and strive and be your best optimal self, to create whatever it is that you're supposed to give back to the world how you are. Most people won't even fucking dream anymore. It's easier to show my tits on OnlyFans than fucking sit here and not have to strive and grind for fucking 15 years just to for people to go, wow, your music is pretty dope. Hey, your music is really good. You're not signed to anybody. You did this all yourself. You haven't blown up yet. Wow, you're really smart. You actually have good points. Wow, that was we are living in a time called what I believe is the great humbling. Humbling, you have to humble in martial arts. It's a perfect example. If you want to gain knowledge from a master, you have to become humble. Normally, you have to get your ass kicked. That's what humbling is in martial arts. You have to lose. How many people fear losing in today's world? They don't even have enough pride to lose and then decide to get better or learn. It's easier to scroll and just have somebody else tell you what reality is. It's easier to turn on the TV. You talked about this earlier, Sam. I wanted to hit on this. You said that our parents just didn't know. I'm gonna humble myself. I laugh weekly now about every day how I am in 2025 and how fucking stupid I have been my entire life. I used to eat artificial flavor, sweeteners, sugars, and preservatives. Mike and Ike's was my favorite candy in the world. Dots. I used to live in
Jelly
Dots.
Bellies are just death.
Krispy Kreme. I'm a fat kid. Krispy Kreme. You said jelly beans? Are you fucking kidding me? Cereal? I used to live off of cereal.
Captain Crunch.
Fucking cocoa.
cereal.
Give me some.
I used to pour sugar on top of my cornflakes.
Oh, yeah,
and
you
just
would put
eat the bottom.
sugar on so you could eat the sugar.
Yeah, dude. At the
you
bottom.
Think about that. You would put sugar on sugar so you could enjoy the sugar
At
better.
the bottom.
But that milk with that sugar at the end was the best.
Bingo. 100 people. But you guys get it. We were all literally retarded. And that's okay to admit. It's okay to admit
It's
now that we know
okay to
better.
be retarded.
Bingo. And I'm not saying it's not. I am absolutely not saying retards are the closest people to God. That is why I think
Put
it's
that
so
on a fucking t-shirt right now.
I believe here's why, because they are what they are without apology. If they're happy, they're happy. If they're sad, they're sad. If they're hungry and angry, they're hungry and angry. And they will show you that without fear and then love you afterwards. That is the fucking point. They show us essentially what to be. So I say, retard all the time. Some people might take offense to that. I don't, like you said, label anybody anything. I'm not black. Music, yes. But to me, it's not even rap. To me, rap is debauchery nowadays. There's no intellectual property in it. There's no value in it. It doesn't do anything for your energy but lower your frequency and make you want to do tribalistic, ritual, dumb shit because they pray over the music satanically and put intention into it that I can feel. And as an empath, I don't like that. I don't like feeling things that aren't my own energy. That's why I only listen to really my music, or I only consume content from people like you, Sam, or people that I feel I energetically connect with. Why? Because it matters. The intention and the energy put into things. That's why AI will never be able to fuck with us. That's why when you actually create from a place of love, people can feel that and they want to participate always. That's why group gatherings still have value, whether it's a concert or what. And that's why they had to plague all of the most beautiful things. Can't go to church. And I know I talked about religion, but it brought people together. Church brings people together. That's why it's powerful. That's why power is emitted through a church. And old buildings from the old world were all churches with bells. I wonder why. Because resonant frequency fucking matters. And people coming together and feeling things collectively matters, which is why the Schumann resonance can be affected with either our depression or our peace. And so what do you want to feel? What do you want to create? What do you want to manifest? I want to manifest a better world. I want to manifest only eating things that taste good and make me healthier and younger. I've gotten younger over the last 10 years that I've been on food technology that I never heard of because I was a retard that literally used to eat Mike and Ike's for candy. And I used to eat fucking fruit snacks and then drink fucking beer like a dumbass. Like, fuck, I love fucking Michelob Golden Lights. And then I get a fucking 24 pack of fucking fruit snacks from Walmart and just crush those bitches. And it was my guilty pleasure, even though it would make me throw up every time I would do it. I would just have to have the sugar rush. Like, that was what I did. I'm dumb. I can admit that. But I learned and now I'm better. And now because I got better, I want to give value back to the world and tell people about things that I know. And I think if we all do that, we all fucking win.
Bang. Bang. That was a great episode. One more time, King Bau, tell them where they can find you.
King Bau TV. King Bau TV on Instagram. King Bau TV everywhere. Yes, BAU TV. You can find me on Connect if you'd like to ask me a question. Go on Connect. I have a profile. That's awesome. You can ask me questions and I'll give you semi-retarded answers, but that's okay because I wear a copper crown and it's okay.
Well, you're the king of the retards, buddy. Congratulations on everything. Great episode. You have an open door to come back anytime you want.